Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in miniature, and it's time once more for that weekly painting progress. And so, it is with a sad farewell I bid goodbye to my spring break, which was not that great of spring break. But I did manage to get a lot of stuff painted. Not that it's good, mind you, but it is painted. So, take that, world. Anyway. I keep having all these videos on Dragon Trapper's Lodge stuff, and I never have anything painted, and I feel bad about that, because I really enjoy it. So I tried painting up one of the Kakamora. And if you guys aren't sure what that is, go take a look at some of those Dragon Trapper's Lodge videos. And I swear one of these days I'm going to go through all these piles of videos and try to organize it by company, because at this point there's just so much. It's kind of insane. But yeah, these guys are just fun little goofy coconut Kodama spirit things. So I kind of wanted to get an idea. He was my trial one. I don't know if that's supposed to be a banana on his head, but it is now. So that's what he's going to get, because I had to get that done in order to figure out what to do with these guys. And again, I don't care if it's not actually a banana, but it's getting painted as one. So we'll keep our eyes peeled, hopefully, on this channel for more of those guys in the future. And to keep him company, we've got one of the Adventurer Slimes. This is from a previous release, and I wanted to keep him a little bit glossy, and I might go back and even gloss him up even more. He's a slime, right? He should be slimy and glossy, along with one of his friends here. And to keep them company, finally started getting around to painting up some of the dragons from the Dragon Trapper's Lodge. Their World War I steampunk-esque army here. Yeah, she's a little bit glossy still. That's alright. She was more of a proof of concept more than anything else. And of course, I had to get the medic painted up. He was probably one of my favorite releases of the bunch. I wanted to keep the shield kind of white. It was kind of an off-white, and I'm not 100% sold on the color that I used. I mean, it's a very simple paint job. And I had no idea what to do with that flag of his. It's boring, it's white, and it's got an ugly red cross attempted to be painted on there. I don't know. I should do something with it. I'm not pleased with the results there. If you guys have any suggestions for that flag, by all means, let me know. I can get the camera focused in there. So one of the cool things, as I've mentioned before in the videos on their stuff, is that all these figures do have actual full wargaming rules available through one-page rules. And Dragon Trapper's Lodge has them all hosted, obviously. So if you're interested in trying any of these models out, playing them in games, well, they've got rules for everybody. And there's, some fun releases from ages past. They've just done some really interesting, kooky, bizarre models. I've enjoyed every moment of it. Now, a little less kooky, more classic, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay, obviously, this is going to have to go back and get retouched up. That's okay. I was in a rush. Dinner is soon while I'm filming this. And it smells good, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm like, let's get this filmed, let's get it posted, and let's go chow down, right? But I've been trying to experiment with getting a good skin tone for my Aztecs. I don't want a bunch of generic white guys. It just doesn't look right. And I mean, yeah, I know there's fair-skinned Aztecas and people in that area, but we'll work on it. I like this one a little bit better color-wise. I still feel these models, their chests, their torsos are just kind of strange in that, there's no real musculature. They're very smooth. And I guess if you wanted to use that as a shirt or something, you could. I'm not sure about that. It's just kind of weird. Went ahead and started painting up some of the Russian Knights from Fireforge. I think I've got kind of the right idea. I know they tended to be quite colorful. And I figure, as always with these types of models, everybody is going to look completely different. So we'll just keep rolling with that. I didn't paint you this week. Go away. They scale pretty well. So if you want to have Aztecs fighting Russians, why not? Alright. One of the mice rat men from One Page Rules this month, last month, a month. They've been going all in on these dignified rats. We all know rats don't have dignity, but yeah, they're very upright and, I don't know, much more stoic and heroic in their style than the typical Ratman and Skaven, Ratling type guys. So that's something you're interested in. I mean, obviously you can dirty him and filthy him and, you know, Skaven him up a bit. But I kind of like him for what he is. I do want to go back and touch up some of this stuff. I don't like how his bandages or whatever's on his arms turned out. That's their sniper. I do like when OPR goes back and just keeps making random figures like that. I really enjoy it. I want to see him keep doing it. Finally went ahead and painted the veteran Bandito from Shadows of Brimstone. And I did try to do the pinstriping on his pants, but that gloss needs some serious reworking here. You can't really see it. And again, playing around with the skin tones, I'm not 100% sold on this, and I just realized I didn't even paint his face. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I don't want to touch that up. It's kind of sloppy. I'm just slopping on that Agrax Earth shade there. But this guy was one of the models only available during Dice Fest. So if you like these, there's always these limited edition guys, and they're always available like that one time a year. The heck? Paint came off. That's not good. This is one of the veteran models from a few years back. Now, this is before they were doing their Siocast stuff, so maybe that's explaining why it's all chipping on me. That's not good. You're not chipping, are you? No, you're a good boy. He's done. It gets me worried about my other resin ones. I don't know what this is. I'm about 90% sure it's a Popsicles model. But I could be totally wrong. It feels Popsicle-like. Just a fun, weird servitor combat mech type thing. Bit of flesh still stuck in there with the skull. Big guns, missile launchers, the whole shebang, right? Alright, I tried painting up Barbarian Lucy, and I'm not 100% sold on it, and I cannot seem to get this line to disappear from her. I have gone back over it many times now, and I guess I'm not done yet. I am so sick of painting strappy thongs. Absolutely tired of it. It requires a very steady hand, of which mine is not the most. And the more I look at her, the more I just see Naga the Slayer from, or Naga from Slayers, I should say. Was that her name? I don't even remember. I know Lena Inverse was the redhead. But yeah, I feel this gives off very Slayers vibes. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the dark hair. I tried doing a little bit of black and then touching it over with the blue. It gave it a nice hue there. It's not totally blue, not totally black. And I didn't bother doing anything with the lantern, but she's done. Big, thick girl that she is. Christmas Lucy. Just for comparison's sake. And then we got Barbarian, I forget his name. Barbarian guy. And Barbarian girl. So, slowly but surely we are building up a Kingdom Death Barbarian horde here, which is fun. And I'll be here for it. And of course, you know, you saw the sale. I absolutely grabbed all the new stuff. I'm bad like that, but, you know, it was a tough week. I deserved it. Alright. We're still not done. Like I said, I did get some stuff painted. Not super happy with the skin tone on him. And it looks very splotchy over here. And again, it's probably just that gloss not helping the situation much. But I went ahead and started painting a beast Snagger, and I think I finally figured out the color scheme that I want to use, so I can finally go ahead and move forward and get more of these guys painted. And I feel like I should put some kind of decoration on his armor. It's very plain at the moment. I like how he's still just bent forward like the old gorilla style ones. He's not twerking anymore. And now for the best models of my vacation and my favorite ones that I did. I was going to start the video with these guys, but no, I had to save the best for last. And that's these derpy, dorky, little impact heartbreaker goblins. They're just goofy and cute, which is a very strange way of describing goblins. And I had too much fun painting these guys, and I keep digging more and more of these out. I don't know how many I got. I know when Impact did their Kickstarter to bring a lot of these poses back, they released quite a few. And I know I'm nowhere close to being done with them. But you can betcha I'm going to continue painting them up here. Maybe I'll get some of the orcs while I'm at it. But we're building up a nice little warband. You know what I decided? I'm like, if I'm going to start painting all these old school goblins, I need to paint up some old school dwarves to fight them. My plan was to have all this stuff for playing Cell Swords and Spell Slingers from Ganesha Games. Because I know a lot of the early scenarios involved goblins. So we'll have to get on that. But despite everything, and I gotta say, no, seriously, it was not a fun week at all. And those of you who know me pretty closely can attest to that, but that's a topic for other times. This is to celebrate our hobbies, right? So, dang, did I do that? I didn't do that. Okay, I think that's everything I painted this week, which is still not a bad little haul. And actually, there's about 3 or 4 figures that are probably, if I just wanted to continue to work and not have to plan for going back to work instead, you know, reality has come back, unfortunately, and set in. But I'd say a nice little haul, and hopefully I will get all this stuff up on Instagram at some point, and I swear I will put that stupid link on Patreon for our Discord that I need to actually advertise. I'm sorry, I feel guilty just even bringing that kind of stuff up, you know? I don't like to. But yeah, if you want that, I guess that'll be a nice little perk. And we'll have a link down below. As always, for all that stuff, if you guys want to get any of this while the getting's good, by all means, hit those links down below. Go support some of these cool artists out there and little companies. Show off what you're painting as well. I'm going to try to do that this week since I'll be back at work, and obviously I don't want to work. I would much rather be at home painting and hanging out with my family. But, yeah, unfortunately we can't always get what we want, can we? You can find me on Instagram, and if you want to do that hashtag weekly painting progress, you can show off your stuff as well as follow any of the junk that I have been doing as well. So, with that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye!